If you're in the market for a membrane keyboard that's full size, has a wrist rest, and is RGB, I feel like this one would be the perfect one for you. This is a review of the Corsair K55 membrane keyboard. Now, this keyboard is a big keyboard. It's full size, it's got a numpad, arrow keys, and it's also got the actual keyboard part. It's got all the F keys, and it's got some macro keys at the side that I'll get onto. Also has media keys, and not too sure what these keys do. I think you can change the brightness if you don't have the software, which I'll get onto later as well. Yeah, that's all I've got to say for now. Just a few more things. This keyboard has USB 2.0 connectivity, and it also has a palm rest, detachable palm rest. It's really comfortable as well. Now, the keyboard itself has some very neat features which I'll show you now. It's spill resistant, it's got quiet and responsive keys. I'll give you another sound test later. It has anti-ghosting, so that means you can press more than one keys at once without it messing up anywhere. It has a polling rate of 1000 Hz. It has rubber dome keycaps, which is where you get the membrane feel of them. It has adjustable height on the back. Something to note though is that it doesn't have any cable management strips, so you can't run your mouse wire underneath for any nicer or cleaner cable management, but it's what you get for a decent £50 keyboard. It's got a fixed cable, which in my opinion I prefer an unfixed cable because it's easy for cable management, and the cable is made out of rubber. This is the size of the keyboard without the wrist rest on a 800 by 300mm mouse pad, but when you do have the wrist rest, it gives it quite a lot less space, so you've only got mouse freedom over here really, so that's all it gives you. As for the lighting effects of this keyboard, the RGBs are very strong. Now I'm going to show you what the keys sound like. So, also, when you press this button here, that will light up, which basically means that you've got capital letters on. When you press number lock, this will light up, which basically means you either can or can't use the number pad. When you press this lock here, that will turn on, and that means that you can't use the Windows button in game, so you can't accidentally tab out, which is really good in my opinion. And when you press MR, that means that you can use your macro keys, which is also really good. That's basically it for the keyboard part. And now I'll move on to the RGBs for you guys. Okay, so I'm going to walk you guys through the program now. So when you want to change the RGB, you can go into lighting effects, which is which is in devices, and then you can press the plus arrow or the plus sign, and then you can choose all the different things here. So I'll start off by showing you rainbow wave. You can change the speed, so now it's going really fast, a lot faster than it just was. Oh, if we do it slow, it's you can tell it's really slow. This is when it shows that the lighting isn't good because it's got 3 sections, so only each section can change at once, if that makes any sense. So, but when you do it fast, it's a lot easier to see, but it's a lot nicer to the eyes, in my opinion. Now you can change it from being right, I think the default's right, but you can change it from going right to left, which is quite nice. And you can go from up to down, if we do it medium, so you can see it goes down like that, or like this. And you can go down to up, so yeah, as you can see, it goes up now. So that's rainbow wave. Color shift, you can change it so it's random colors. Once again, you can change the speed from slow, medium to fast. I like colour shift on medium. This one's kind of like colour pulse that I'll get onto, but it doesn't have a dim bit in the middle. So you can choose the colours on the colour wheel if you press alternating. So you can just choose whichever one you want. Just something to say, the colour reenactment is quite weird on here. So if you want a pink, you'd have to choose red, because if you actually go to pink, it's more purpley. But that's just something that bugs me. But it's quite easy to actually find the colour you want. And then you can choose the first colour. You can choose the second colour. So let's do pink to yellow. And then let's make it fast. See, it's slightly purple, so when you move it over here, it should be more pink now. Like so, that's more pink. So that's pink to yellow. I think that looks quite nice, to be honest. And then if you choose colour pulse, it's basically the same thing, apart from it's got a dim spot in the middle, so there's no actual lights on. Once again, you can change the colours of it, you can change the speed, you can go from white to green. You can choose whatever colours you like, because it's got a lot of colours on it. And then you can also do static colour, where, as it says, it's just one colour. So you can change all the colours whenever you want, however you want, and it's really simple because basically all you're given is a colour wheel. I think you can dim the brightness. Yeah, you can still dim the brightness, but in my opinion, it doesn't look as good as when it's full bright or semi-bright. But that's static colour, and you can also choose quadrants, sections that it's in. So if you want to have if you want to have 3 different ones, you want to have 3 lighting ones as well. So you go from rainbow wave to static, and that to orange, yellow in the middle, and then we can do pink on the outside. I don't know. So you've got pink, yellow, and then let's do green. And then all you need to do is choose the side you want it, and it's green, yellow, pink. So you can make a lot of combinations with this. So it's really customizable, and you can change it however you want. What I will say though, the white isn't that bright compared to the mouse here, which is the Corsair Harpoon. There's a link in the description for this review. The mouse here can get a lot more brighter lights than the keyboard. Now onto macro effects. Okay, so I've got it so there's 6 of them. I haven't got any macros on, but if I wanted to make it so when I pressed G1, these keys over here are the macro keys, and I could make it so if I press G1, so if I select G1 and then I press record down here and then press G, and then you need to press stop record. Now you need to, once you've done that, you can go into Chrome and then press G1 and it'll do G, and you can press it again, G1, G, G1, G. So that is what they can do for you. So macros, you can have it set to spacebar or anything like that. They're really nice because you can download the Stream Deck software, and if you're a small streamer or you're a big streamer, it doesn't matter how big you are, you can download the software and then make it so you can start streaming, end streaming, switch scenes, or turn on face cam or turn it off. But really simple to use. So when you're doing OBS, you can change it as well. So yeah, switching scenes. But that's really it. That's all I have to say. This keyboard is 48 centimeters long, including the wrist rest. It is 23 centimeters deep, but excluding the wrist rest. Let's just pull it off. Really easy to take off as well. Just grab one end, you can pull it off like the other, just like that. Really easy. And then it is 16.5 centimeters or 165 millimeters deep if you're not using it with the wrist rest. So quite a big keyboard, but it's fine if you've got an 800 by 300. I wouldn't say you've got very much space on your actual mouse pad for your mouse if you're using a 700 by 300, but you might be able to, but there isn't very much flicking room. I mean, you can still move it around quite a lot. You can still move your mouse around quite a lot, but yeah, that's just something to keep in mind if you're tight on space or something like that. As for my final words for this keyboard, if you're in the market for a membrane keyboard that's full size, has a wrist rest, and is RGB, I feel like this one would be the perfect one for you.